that couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruta, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
Thinking that it happened overnight. In it for the long haul flight. Committed, wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
Yeah. Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll look to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Slot man moves right. Now Purdy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. 49ers. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 3. Purdy now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Back to throw. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Purdy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
19 Tiger.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Purdy looking to throw.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make it 24-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5. Purdy from the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and he wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Moody. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Again, it's Charbonnet. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, 49ers 14. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He's going to air one out. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
Fighting his way through contact. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Powering his way forward.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now Moody for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is the tight end Fant.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
18 Cardinal. Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Charbonnet once again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.